Hello Jurassic friends, welcome to Jurassic Caleb. I'm here to unbox some Amber Collection toys from Mattel today. I am super excited. I don't know exactly what's in this box, but I can't wait to open it. So, the outside says Jurassic World Amber Collection, Dinosaur Assortment. Let's open it up. That is what that looks like. Okay, first Amber Collection box is coming out. Some nice tissue paper in between, I appreciate that, so the boxes don't beat each other up. And the first one, the Jurassic Park T Velociraptor. I have been waiting so long for this. I'm so excited to open this up. So that's the first one. The back of this box says Amber Collection Velociraptor, Jurassic Park 3. The Velociraptor distinctly communicates with the pack while hunting and searching together for stolen eggs on Isla Sorna. With unique quills on the top of the head, the Velociraptor will stop at nothing to retrieve these prized possessions. So we're gonna set this one aside for a second. The next Amber Collection coming out of this box is the infant Tyrannosaurus Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park, and 3 Compies in there, and some tiny accessories for the infant T-Rex, which are great. The back of this box says, Amber Collection Tyrannosaurus Rex, The Lost World Jurassic Park. Having been trapped and treated as bait, the injured infant Tyrannosaurus Rex is rescued and cared for by Dr. Ian Malcolm's team. After creating a makeshift cast for the Tyrannosaurus Rex's broken leg, the team is on edge and over the edge when 2 very angry visitors arrive. That is a fantastic little blurb on the back of that box. First thing we're going to take out of the box is the Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor. I personally really enjoy the Amber Collection boxes. They're really unique. None of the other, the other toys have great packaging as well, but none of them have packaging quite like this. It feels really special. Just a slight step above the other stuff, which is great. I mean, the other toys definitely don't have such a unique little description and photo on the back either. So it's really great. Yeah, and I think my favorite thing about the Amber Collection boxes is that they have the unique logos of each film that the toys come from on the side. See, this one says Jurassic Park 3 with that iconic little logo. And that's a nice touch. The Amber Collection toys that are from the Lost World have the Lost World logo on there, or Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, and I think that is a nice detail that Mattel took the time to put on these Amber Collection boxes. So let's jump into taking this out of the box. So we've got the base right here attached to the amber colored backing. The Velociraptor still in its plastic packaging here. So if this is anything like past Amber Collections, it's gonna be an adventure to get out of here. So let's get the base out first. Ought to be pretty simple. Alright, so there's the base. And we're gonna pull you out of here. One leg is free. Leg 2 is free. Alright, it's out of the plastic. Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like I am missing something. Ah! So, one more part of the base was still in this plastic. So let's get that out. Right off the bat, the sculpt and paint job on this figure are just incredible. So many tiny little details and color choices, and the quills on the head, like, come on, this is great. Definitely a slightly new sculpt from the other Amber Collection Raptors. So many little details in the paint job. I especially like the red that they included, and I have to say one of my favorite things about this figure are the bottoms of the feet. I love, and the bottoms here, they included that reddish color, and I love that. It adds such a cool little external detail to the whole thing. Yeah, this thing is just amazing. The paint job on the eyes is definitely a little different from the other Amber Collection Raptors. So I have the Amber Collection Raptor squad up behind me, and some of the paint jobs on those isn't exactly quite what it is in the film. There's a little bit of a discrepancy there, but this figure and, you know, off the top of my head, the JP3 Pteranodon Amber Collection figure are just pretty much spitting images of the animals in the film. This is just truly a masterful paint job and sculpt on this thing. I love it. Yeah, I am speechless at how great this turned out. From the striping on the sides to the underbelly, and especially the facial features and paint job, like, it's just fantastic. It stands on its own without the little Amber Collection stands that they come with. It does stand on its own. So I know some people don't like the stands that much. I actually kind of like them. I think it's a cool little detail, and they're better now that they are clear rather than being amber colored, in my opinion. And so let's fit this thing into the stand. Yeah, I mean, to me, the stand is something that takes it just that step above some of the other toys. Like, it stands perfectly, it poses perfectly. I'm just taking this paint job and this sculpt in. It's so good. As a collector, I am just overjoyed with this figure. I am honestly, you know, Jurassic Park 3 is a section of my collection that has less stuff than other things, and so getting the JP3 Pteranodon, getting these Raptors is huge, and I am so happy with this figure. I love it. It is just a spitting image of what's in the film in toy form. The sculpt and the paint job are just fantastic. So many little details that Mattel took the time to put in here that make people like me very happy. It's just so good. I am so happy with this. JP3 Velociraptor is going away for a second. Let's move on to the next box. Alright, next up is the previously mentioned infant T-Rex and Compies from the Lost World Jurassic Park. Let's get this box open. I can't wait. Let's open it up. As with the other Amber Collection boxes, the base is attached to the amber colored backing here, and the dinos are in their plastic. So let's get that base out really quickly. Move the box out of the way. T-Rex and Compies here in their plastic. First impressions here are that while I love having Compies and the infant Rex as figures, these are great, but they're a little weird. The infant T-Rex is very green. Not quite as green as it looked in some of the promotional images and other images that came out a few months ago, but it's like bright lime green, which is, that's a great color for a dinosaur. It's just not that color in the film. Honestly, if it were closer to the color that these Compies are, it would be closer to the film. But the sculpt and the figure itself, I think, are great. The coloring is just a little strange, but gonna have it on my shelf with my other Lost World stuff nonetheless. So let's get it out of here. So there's the infant Rex. Set that down for just a second. Let's get the Compies out of here. So, if you're opening these, the legs of the Compies come off kinda easily, so be careful with that. So let's try and get these out of here. There we go. Other Compie lost a leg, but there's a Compie. Well-made figure. Very, very solid. I think the heads are a little thick. They're a little big. Let's get the others out. Thank you, Mattel, for less plastic attachments on the Compies. Those were easier to get out, other than the legs coming off, which is not a big deal. But anyway. Alright, let's reattach your leg. Be careful opening it. The legs come off pretty easily, but they also go back on pretty easily. So be careful with that when you're opening it. Similar to the Lost World film, though, we're dealing with a broken leg that we're having to fix. I love that. So these Compies are fun. Another leg issue. Let's get that back on. Let's see if these guys want to stand up. This is gonna be interesting. So the leg keeps coming off, which is interesting. But let's see if they want to stand up. Trying my hardest to get these Compies to stand. Got that one to stand. They're very much in the position from the film, especially the opening of The Lost World, looking up like, please, feed me. Here they are in their standing position. This is the position I could get them to stand in. Very much like in the Lost World film, begging, please feed me, feed me. So, yeah, I like these figures, I do. The legs and the head sculpts are just a little too thick. These feel like, I mean, just my first impression, they come off as Compies, but they also come off as like little green Velociraptors without sickle claws. So interesting. I really like them. I see what they were going for with these, and I think it's cool to have Compies of this quality. The other Compies are definitely not as detailed as this, but they are probably a little more accurate as far as size and sculpt go. But these are fun. They have the darker green striping on the back and on the back of the neck. Yeah, you know, if you're reenacting the Lost World, if we had a little Kathy Bowman figure we could put right here with her sandwich, these would be just like on the beach in the film. They're ready to eat somebody. All right, let's take a look at the infant T-Rex now. Right off the bat, like I said, I love the sculpt. The coloring is a little too vibrant, but I really enjoy the size of this figure. The tail is great, certainly a shorter tail than the Raptors and other figures in the Amber Collection, but still posable. Everything is super posable in these Amber Collection figures, which is fantastic. The base is different than any other Amber Collection figure so far. It does not have a little bar that attaches to the figure and the base. Instead, there are holes in the bottom of the feet of the infant, and then corresponding pegs on the base here that the feet slide onto and lock onto. So let's try that out. It does stand, the figure does stand on its own without the base, which is nice. If you don't want the base, you don't have to have the base. All right, and there it is, just for scale, there it is in the palm of my hand. Let's see how this works on this base. This is similar to the base that some of the Funko Pop figures have. And if you just press it down with just a little bit of force there, it really locks on well, and you don't even have to mess with it. It would probably stand in almost any position you put it in on this base, which is, I like that aspect. I feel like this is a little bit more secure as far as bases go for the Amber Collection. It holds onto it a lot better. The other one would be a little bit more loose if I were holding it like this. I enjoy most aspects of this figure. I just think the coloring is just a little too bright, but I mean, it's definitely a dinosaur color, and that fits well. It's just a little too bright to match its film counterpart. But the sculpt and the size and everything like that, I mean, even this bears a striking resemblance to the animatronic from the film, in my opinion. It's really, really great sculpt as far as that goes. Yeah, I'm really, other than the color, I love this figure. It's gonna fit right in with the rest of the Lost World figures. So can't wait to add it to the shelf. So here are the infant T-Rex and the Compies from the Lost World Jurassic Park and the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3 out of the box. They're beautiful. A couple of little nitpicks I have that make them different from their film counterparts, but for the most part, I am overjoyed as a Jurassic collector with these figures. Love them. Can't wait to add them to my shelf, to the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 collections specifically. Those are parts of my collection that need more figures, so I can't wait to put these on the shelf next to the other stuff. Thank you for watching this Jurassic Caleb unboxing. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time with more Jurassic toys.